All right, we here once again, Mirror Conversations. We here once again. With my boy just coming back from Jamaica. You got something right here. My boy coming back from Jamaica, just got back. But we here with another one, man. I'm one of your hosts. We bringing it to you live today. How long should you wait after a breakup to get into another relationship? Like I said, I'm one of your hosts. I'm here with that boy.
What's up? We near gasoline, smoke, whatever y'all know me by.
But we got a big one. Like we don't got much to talk about when it comes to what we talking about. We just like want to ask the questions, and our biggest thing today is we want more engagement from whoever's out there watching us or whoever's on the stream that's willing to support. Like that's all we asking for. So man, like I said, when are you probably not ready to date on like when you leave a relationship so soon? So, I'm telling you.
Okay. Well, this was the conversation that I brought to my attention just because I think that a lot of people don't know how to be single.
I agree.
I think that people go from, like relationship to relationship and don't know what it's like to, come home to, an empty house or come home with just you and your kids, you know what I'm saying? If you get into the single mother role, I do think that a lot of women per se, I'm gonna say this because this is what I was thinking about. I think a lot of women lose themselves in motherhood and relationships, you know what I'm saying, being somebody's partner. I think that they lose themselves, and then when the relationship overs or when it's ran its course, I think that they don't be taking time for them. Now, as far as the men, I think that as men, we like a partner, like keep us grounded. It kind of prevents us from crashing out. You know what I'm saying? Because a single man, he liable to run the streets till 6 in the morning. Somebody gotta tell niggas to stay home.
I agree with that.
I mean, it take a lot of discipline and a strong mind as a single man to lock down. You know what I'm saying? Just get some shit going. So I think that a lot of men do the same thing. Like they used to being grounded, or they single and they just running wild. So I think when people be in relationships 3-4 years, because people be relationshiping. I don't know if that's a word.
I don't know if it's a word, but
people
I
really
get
be
you
in relationships, dog, 3-4 years, and then get out and right back into somebody who gonna be like, you ain't had a breather. But I don't know if that's the idea, but I think once people get out of relationships, I think you should like take a little time for yourself.
Look, I look at it like this. And I always dread back to this because I'm still facing a lot of it myself. Like, it be a lot of the childhood traumas, attachment, you know what I'm saying? Like, not wanting to be alone, that I think a lot of people that they don't get that part of their life healed. So that's why they jump in and out of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are my reasons. Like I could be wrong, but it could be somebody out there, and the only reason I can say that may be because like I can raise my hand back in my younger days, like in and out of a relationship. Don't get me wrong, I had a couple long relationships, but like it's just to the point of like I don't know, like the things they face in their life that makes them do that. Because I think there's madness to everybody's life on everything, whatever goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta find out what works for you. And that's what I feel.
That's true.
So like I really can't fight it and say, oh, this is right or this is wrong. But the only thing I can talk about is like for me. So but we really gonna jump into it. Smoke, you feel like you're ready to jump into another relationship if you every day on your ex social media, checking it, worrying about what she's doing or what he's doing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you get out of a pretty long relationship, right,
Mhm.
and things that person do still affect your life, then I don't think you're ready to move on into another relationship, especially when it be kids involved.
Yeah.
Because now it's a conflict. Like nobody's really healed, and I don't think no one's really over the relationship. Like I don't know because you might see somebody right on Facebook today. You might see them eating Sunday dinner with their family, their significant other and their kid, and then the next week they post a picture of a new boo. To me, that's just a recipe for disaster. We have to you gotta give yourself some space and some alone time, at least so y'all can still have them post relationship arguments. Because you might meet somebody and you be like, yeah, she cool. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, this my ex. And they have a full-fledged argument.
But it don't always go down that way.
Nah, not always.
It don't. But like my thing, like, are you really grown about it now? Like I feel that if you still doing that to an extent, you know what I'm saying? Like you can be doing it to see their growth on what they're doing, or you can be doing it to like really like see what they're doing and mean it in a positive way, not in always a bad way or
Well,
a
it's
stalker
different.
way.
Are you going to their social media checking it? Or is it just popping up in your feed or your timeline?
I think it's both. I think it's both, man. I think there's people out there that go and check and really see what they're doing, and there's also people that like their notifications are on for whatever that person does, right? So and I just feel that like I don't think that should be a yay or a nay if you ready or not to go to the next level, like go to another part of a relationship, because like it can be so many different things that can be really,
especially the way people just scroll social media.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I that's an invalid point for me. Like just because you're doing that don't mean nothing. Like I don't feel like that's nothing. I think you can still be ready to move on to another relationship. So I'm just one man.
Hey, listen, but so this is my question too. What do you think the time frame should be? Because I think that when you're single, right, or when you say you're single, that's me. Let me put mine on side. Let me I think that when people saying they single, I think they should really date people. I think they should date like different people, you know what I'm saying, and get different vibes and see what they may like or what they may not like. You know what I'm saying? Because the last relationship didn't work for whatever reason. I think that people should try to find somebody who they would like. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that, right? If you just let this 5-year relationship. And us, we up in age. You got some people coming out of 10, 15-year relationships. And then you date one person. Is you really like, are you really exploring the possibilities of the dating world if you just found one person that you dating? And then let's say now y'all have sex. So now it's like, oh, now y'all can't talk to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's a proper way to find happiness or find a suitable relationship.
Me, my honest opinion about that, like I'm gonna speak for me, for myself. Like you really, really gotta dig deep and find out like what you want out of life, like what you want in your next relationship. What are you gonna tolerate? What's your expectations? What's your boundaries? Like you really gotta know. Like I'm gonna speak on me. I want me to honestly say that the next person that I get with, like, gotta accept me for who I am. You know what I'm saying? The goofball, the dude that's gonna play. I'm gonna say the off the wall jump. Like, you just gotta be okay with that. And at the end of all of that, it's just to the point of me allowing, like, let me allow me to be myself, so I can be the best version of myself.
All right, so look, when people say, because everybody has like a list of things they want in a mate, and sometimes I think that list is not realistic. Because let's say I'm an overweight guy, and I never had on my list a woman that's into fitness or a woman that's into eating good. You know what I'm saying? So let's say me and my last relationship, we ain't did nothing but ate bullshit. So I'm not looking for a fitness person. But now let's say I meet a girl and I don't know this. I'm just like, she bad. And now I get with her and she's like, I don't eat meat. You know what I'm saying? I do the veggies. I feel like people, a lot of times, they list don't be realistic. I feel like sometimes people need to open up their list as far as expectations, everything you just named, like expectations, boundaries, goals. I feel like some people need to open their list on what they're looking for too. Because you just don't know. Like, the world is so large. I feel like people get stuck in a place and they had never they never explored. They never explored like different dates or different things that make them happy. They like stuck in this one place. It's already like we in this, like, people who never had a boyfriend or girlfriend who lived out of the state they in. Like, I'm from Miami. All my girlfriends have been from Miami. Can you really say that you're actively seeking happiness? I mean, you never traveled and decided, I'm gonna date this person.
Listen, I get what you're saying, but Smoke, I'm a firm believer of people limit themselves.
Right.
Like, people limit themselves on what their capabilities are. And to be honest with you, people limit themselves on what their happiness is or what their happiness could be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really didn't find out what happiness and all of that craziness was until I found my peace. Like, you can even look at me, Smoke, now. I'm tooting my horn a little bit. You can even look at me now, at this point, right now. Here we is, June 1st, right? Compared to me of Thanksgiving last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I was in Miami, I was messed up. So, like, going through the stage that I went through to get to where I'm at now, I reset my expectations. I reset what I wanted to do in my life.
Right.
And it was more of, what was I willing to accept? Like, where was I going to set my boundaries? And I'm still in the process on doing that. So, do I have the right to tell anybody when is a date or when is a time to say, oh yeah, I think you're ready to date, go do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's a science to it, man. Like, you'll know when it's your turn to go out there and date. You'll know when all of that time is coming.
But we are saying that it should be a break taker.
I agree.
Because a lot of people just dive into a relationship and never take the break. Never go on dates with multiple people. Never really see what's out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Never date a doctor. It's like doctors date doctors. You never see a doctor date a cashier from Publix. Why is that though? The cashiers from Publix be fine too.
Yeah, so funny. Hey, but Tamika said she got a question. She asked for a question.
What is that? Okay.
Probably on, I don't know where it say, both platforms are there. That's cool today, but please make sure that you are clear with others on your dating. Man, I don't even know what that means.
All right.
If we date exclusively.
That's cool today, but please make sure that you are clear with the other person that you are not dating exclusively. Okay, so all right, so with that being said, right, if you're single, and what does dating exclusively mean?
I think
is that like y'all in a relationship? Or if I say I'm single and me and you just happen to go out every Friday because I like the spot that you pick.
That you pick.
So I date you every Friday. So is we saying that because I go out with you every Friday that we are dating exclusively? Like when you dating someone exclusive, does that mean you can't date anyone else?
Good question. Good
Because
question.
do you date someone else every Saturday? Well, hold on. Let's not say men, because if men do it, then we kind of make it look like it's doggish. But let's say you're a woman, you just got a divorce, right? And you know you single, you have 2 kids, you know, and you getting back into the dating thing. I feel like people need that kind of freedom. And a woman probably should date 3 or 4 niggas before she say, because women are more better at being honest. That's why I'm using women as an example. If you meet a woman, right, and you like, hey, you know what's that? She like, yeah, I just got a divorce. I'm just dating now. What you doing Tuesday? Shit, I don't know. Well, shit, let's do karaoke. You want to hang out? Now, if during that date you tell a nigga, yeah, shit, I got somebody taking me to group Christian tomorrow. I mean, if you say you and this guy dating, should he be mad? If he ain't saying, this what I'm saying. When you're dating, I feel like the dating stops when somebody said, hey, look, I know you're single and stuff, but you know, I want you to focus on me. You know, I like you and I want us to lock in. At that point, somebody should say, man, I just got out of a relationship. And not to be mean or nasty, but I need to figure out who's best for me. How can I figure out what's my best option if I'm only going with one option? That's not an option. If you only dating one person, that's not an option. I feel like somebody you're gonna be with, spend your life with, and stuff like that, you really should make sure that you're making the best decision.
Hey, you know what? I feel this is off topic, but I think Smoke would do real good on one of them dating shows like Love at First Sight, because he's gonna have plenty of options. Smoke gonna probably mess around and say, oh, I don't like none of y'all. I'm going home. Y'all are not my type. Or you might just like all of them. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I truly get what you're saying, Smoke. You want to weigh out your options this time.
I mean, but shouldn't you?
I don't know.
And I'm not even saying like for me specifically, but I just would say like even if I had a young like my daughters, I would tell them to date. Learn what you like. Learn what you don't like. It's like people go on a date or two and then be like, obey this and obey that and obey this. And man, talk to somebody else, man. Give yourself a shot, man.
Hey man,
Hit the gym with a nigga. Hey, what you doing? Cause you've been on my trail. You've been in my inbox for 2 years. Look. I'm single. I'm gonna go to the gym with you. Man, let me see what's on the mind. I just feel like people go from one relationship to another relationship and just don't, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody got needs and that's what be keeping us attached.
All right, so let me ask the question, right? I get what you're saying. So do you think, I don't even know the word, I know it's a word, somebody said something to me about it. Like, do you think a lot of people just jump into another relationship for the revenge part of it?
I think so. I think people jump into the relationship so they can tell the nigga, And I think that people jump into the relationship because, of course, they don't want to be fucking all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, and y'all don't kill me for this, because I'm really looking at this from a woman's point of view. Because most women, they either stay connected to their ex for sex, or they scared to give 3 or 4 niggas the pussy. Hear me out. Let me land the plane. If you dating and you're newly single, right? And you meet a dude and you like, and you wearing your option out, but you got needs. You shouldn't be allowed to do whatever you feel like you should do. See, that's the thing too. Women, it's 2025, right? it's hard to look at a good woman like a hoe.
But see, Smoke, like,
Go ahead.
I look at things differently now. Like,
All right.
I look at things to the point of what are you willing to tolerate? Like, what are you willing to lose? Like, what are you willing to put your maximum effort for? Or like, what are you really doing for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a firm believer of that the roles that we go through on a day to day is already written, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I do also sit back and I sit in my moments of my now, like I do on a day to day, and I really say that, like, if this was already written, like, why did I have to go through it? Because, like, you know, me now at this point, everything is a lesson for me, right? So I think if people just be people and we take all of these titles off of what we say, you said just like, oh, if she giving up the pussy or whatever, and she don't want to be a hoe, or you don't want to call her a hoe, whatever that is, right? If you just take the title off of all of this craziness and just let people be people, like if she want to give you the ass the first night, then give you the ass the first night. There's no judgment. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie,
You know what I'm saying?
that's real what you said.
No, but I'm being honest with you because, like, I'm gonna say this. Like, a chick can be messing with two niggas at one time. She a bitch, she a hoe, she a slut, she all that, right?
Yeah.
We can be messing with 10 bitches at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all niggas doing good. You feel me? So now, I ain't gonna say, oh, Smoke out there doing whatever thing we can call her. She a dog, he that. I ain't doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said we take all the titles off of everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything, even jobs. That's how deep I'm taking it. The world would be so much better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I feel it's just like Tamika just said, like dating exclusively. That's a title.
where?
You know, I'm just saying, like that's the thing, and that could maybe like tie you down or lock you into some unhappiness. And women, well, not. I don't want to just say women, but I'm just saying that women be the most like, a man can move on probably faster than a woman. You think? I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking.
What do you mean move on? I don't get it. What you mean by moving on? Like,
all right, because let's say a woman in it has, you know, like just like what we talking about. She was in a relationship, so now she's out of a relationship, and so you know she has needs. So maybe before she go out and have sex with somebody new, maybe she just keep having sex with the ex until she finds somebody who apply a little pressure. I feel like that's a little dangerous.
It is. Look, I'm gonna say this. Like, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Like it's some women out here. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. It's some women out here that don't have the need for men. For men, and I'm gonna say some shit. Like,
Well, speak for them. Nah, I get it.
Look, so, and it's some real stuff. Like, they don't have the need for men, right? But I'm gonna say this. It's based on how you feel for people, man. I'm telling you, it's based on how you feel for people. Like, who says it's wrong that you can meet a person today and marry that person tomorrow, right? Who says it is right or wrong?
I mean, hold on.
Yeah.
People do say if it's right or wrong, but I feel you.
No, but I'm saying who has the right? Who has the right to say it's right or wrong?
Nobody.
That's the way that's where I'm at. Dang, man, I'm getting a little sick of this, boy.
Don't panic. That's just.
I can't. I'm getting mad. See, man.
Let me see how it look on Facebook.
Black. camera. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're back.
All right, we back. We had lost some of y'all.
I don't know, but now it look like they came back. But look, like I was saying, man, who says something's right or wrong? Who has the right? Nobody, right? So that goes back to, I listened to my guy Earl Nightingale. I don't know if y'all really know who that is, but y'all need to go like watch it, The Strangest Secret. He said it like conformity. We conform to whatever the world is saying. We conform to the majority of the people. You know what I'm saying? Of the majority of the people. Like I'm gonna say this. I've been moving on emotions, right, for a long time in my life, and it got me nowhere. Got me nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Act out of character, anger. I'm jealous. Whatever it is, when it came to emotions, right? So now at this point, I balled up all my emotions. I put them in a nice little ball, and I put them in my shoe. And the reason I did that, because I'm going to be the only one walking on my own feelings. So I detach myself from having, I'm not going to say I don't have feelings. I do have feelings. But nobody ain't going to walk on my feelings. So that's why now, at this point in my life, I set expectations. I tell you what it is. Like, please be aligned with me. Look, this is what it is. Like, this is how I'm going to live my life, and I need you to be aligned with me. And if you can't be aligned with me, you're going to mess up my peace, and I'm going to say bye-bye. Right? But that don't mean I'm doing what I want to do.
My Facebook still, man. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
We got Andrew in the building. Yeah, man. We just talking about, there you go. Yeah, man. We just decided to pull up real quick, man. Thank you for joining, man. So, we just really talking about people and just relationships. Relationships hard right now. Yeah, I feel like people like never experience freedom. You know what I'm saying? My auntie called me. Yeah. I feel like people could never like experience a little freedom. And I really feel like that because me and my wife have had our problems. And I feel like, you know, if she ever decide to leave me, I don't want to say once. Put in the but if she ever decided to leave, I would want her to be like free. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to like. I feel like women don't be having enough freedom like they be having kids. I feel men too.
Yeah.
What Miss Sophia said, she said, but if you put your emotions up, can you consider yourself emotionally available? Oh,
that's a good one. So no,
that's sticky.
No. I feel like you can't for the main reason of like you gotta take care of yourself. Right. Like how can if my feelings and my junk are all tore up, right? And I really don't even know how to feel or what's the right, how to love, how not to love, how to be angry, whatever, right? If I'm not available for myself, right? And I'm still working on myself, so I'm only gonna walk on my own feelings until I get them in check. Nah, I don't think that makes you available for nobody.
Well, that answer her question. All right, Sophia. So let me ask you a question. Since we got a woman in the house, hold on. Yeah. I told my, what if we separated? I'm moving next door to a brothel. Come on, man.
Nah,
Come
we not
on,
doing
man.
That,
man. But what I'm saying, right? That's true. Whatever you got to do just to get like a little bit of freedom, because you know you've been in the household, you've been cutting the grass.
Nah, but smoke that. Ceiling fan, working every day. But I don't feel that has nothing to do with it, man.
You don't feel like what?
That because you've been cutting the grass, you've been doing all of that. That has nothing to do with it. Okay. Like the reason I say that has nothing to do with it, man, because like I'm gonna keep it 100. Like I still cut the grass at the other house. You know what I'm saying? So that has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with me saying I want to go over there and I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to see. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just something I do.
But let me ask you a question. If you still cut the grass at the other house, are you detached?
Detached? Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to say this.
I'm just saying, if I'm with my wife and we, you know, move on, get in separate places, I don't think I could cut her grass. Because look. Let's say now she walk out the door. She like, oh, thank you for cutting the grass. She got her workout shorts on. You say, yeah, shit, you ain't leave me no tip. And now she's standing at the door. And what if she just say, oh, nigga, I got your tip.
But listen,
and now look, boom.
Not necessarily. That's when boundaries. That's when boundaries come into play, man.
Hold on. It says so he not. I mean, really, that goes for both too. You know what I'm saying? If you fresh out of a relationship and you know you trying to get it together, but you know you want to go out and have a drink or something. I mean, don't get me wrong. People can date themselves. You know, go out by yourself for a little while. But shit, I don't think there's nothing wrong with telling somebody I'm emotionally unavailable. And I might give you some pussy, but I might don't call you until next month. I feel like people need that freedom. Now y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. This is how I'm looking at people getting out of relationships, and instead of moving on to the next relationship, see the world or something. See the world, because it's tricky dating, and we do carry a lot of baggage with us. We carry a heavy load with us.
I agree. But that goes back to setting expectations.
All right, so it's explain that.
When I say setting expectations, like if we've totally disconnected, right? Mm-hmm. Like, at what point, if you're not over it, at what point are you gonna say you're done? Right? So the other party to set expectations, not allowing expectations to be broken, right? So it's either you gonna align yourself with those expectations, or you pretty much gonna become a stalker, or you gonna be crazy, or you ain't never gonna be over with the relationship.
And that's why we talking about this. Maybe somebody needs to hear that.
I agree.
You have some people haven't been single since high school.
I'm telling you.
But they done been in, 3, 4, or 5 relationships. And maybe they should just take the time to be single. Maybe, you was in the last relationship and they never told you how good you looked.
Yeah,
or whatever the case is, you need to go out and find what makes you happy. Sometimes when people be in them relationships, they don't really know what make them happy, really.
I said that at the beginning. Nobody really, a lot of people, like I told you, take those names off of it, right? Take the bitches, the niggas, the hoes, the whatever it is, right? And stop the conformity, like I said about Earl Nightingale. If we stop that, right, I think the world would be so much better, man. I think the world would be so much better.
Like dating, right? You meet a girl, and I guess y'all spending time together. Hold on, somebody just said something. And y'all spending time together, and maybe she got in her mind that you not supposed to spend time with nobody else. Is that dating?
Oh, look at Kelly. Kelly, you finally got on here, and I really appreciate that, man. She been talking to me after shows. Like, Lamont, this is.
She ain't catch no show yet?
No, she catch every show. Kelly catches every show, but she's never wanted to jump in and say anything. Kelly, I'm sorry for putting you on the spot, man. Nobody knows you, but
I don't believe there is a time frame for moving on, or that you need to be 100% healed, but you do need to be willing to work through things a new relationship might trigger from your past.
Look, perfect.
So why get in a new relationship then?
But but she's pretty much, I hope I'm saying it right, pretty much saying that there's no time frame. If you jump into another relationship, if you jump into another relationship, you should be aware of all your triggers in your past relationship. If they're not healed, it may trigger you, and you're gonna show the same thing. She pretty. I think that was a good statement. Like, she's pretty much saying that we jumping out of one relationship, but we still had triggers and the behaviors that was bad, or some of them are good. You know what I'm saying? But the bad ones,
maybe but some people feel like they were the good one in a relationship.
Yeah, but that's That's all here and there. Like, I don't care if the relationship ended, right? The relationship ended for a reason, right? So whatever reason made that relationship come about and say, okay, I ain't gonna be with you no more. Okay, we're not gonna be together no more. There was some type of bad in that relationship that you still may have triggers from. You know what I'm saying? That if your new girl, Samantha, right? She does it, you might trigger back and you know what I'm saying, or something in the past, but she didn't even mean it that way. Totally different meanings.
Right. Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I truly get that. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. But sometimes you gotta be. Are you healed from a lot of the stuff? Like that. Those are the questions. What I get. Like, are you really healed from a lot of the things that you've been through in the relationship? So, and we talking about a lot of different stuff. So, like, we really want to talk about. You might be ready. When are you ready? You can honestly say that you're ready to go into a relationship. Smoke. What do you think?
I think that you ready when you're happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're dating 3 people, right? And this one person, you just like their conversation, you like how they treat you, you like how they make you feel. You know, y'all could talk about things. I don't mean the facade. I mean like really being honest. You know what I'm saying? And you could feel the honesty, like it's no holding back. And now you just like, well, you know what? I don't need my Tuesday no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't need my Wednesday no more. But I feel like people should at least give it a try when you're single, not in a relationship. Okay,
Facts. I get what you're
we
saying.
gonna talk about that later. But I feel like when you're single, you gotta at least get out a try.
Nah, I look. I totally agree with what you're saying, Smoke. Like to where just pretty much weighing out your options, man, and you narrow them down to the smallest point and just saying,
Or is that good? Do people do that? Like when you met your wife, did you say, oh, she's better than this or she better than that? All right, I'm gonna pick her. Or was it just you were single, your wife was single, and y'all locked in? You was like, man, I love this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Was that what happened, or was it y'all picked the best person for y'all, or y'all just picked the person who was in front of y'all?
that's a good one, man. Like I don't even know how to answer that on my behalf. Like,
Well, you want me to tell you my behalf?
yeah, go ahead. Let's
I ain't
listen.
gonna lie. I met my wife, and I did see was she the best option. So that's why I believe in that. You know what I'm saying? I went about it the wrong way, but at the end of the day, I kind of was like, hey man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been talking to some other church, man, but man, look, man. And you know that's hard. It caused some friction, but essentially, you know, I did pick the best choice though.
Hey, listen.
So I don't know if people do that. I don't know if people just meet at Chipotle and be like, you single, I'm single, we sharing this bowl, and then tomorrow we gonna share another bowl, and then now we just sharing bowls every day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes because I have heard people say, I don't know why I'm with him. What?
But look, man, it don't always be that way, man. Like people fall out of love for the actions that they have. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just hard to even really like understand the thing that's called love. Like,
Yeah. Gotta
like,
be one of the greatest mysteries.
like a mystery. I ain't never heard that, Smoke. You said mystery. I'm gonna find the mystery, my guy. I'm gonna find the mystery. I'm gonna go look for the mystery. But yeah, like love is it's just it has so many different meanings or different levels to it.
It's,
You know what I'm saying?
in my opinion, it's not different meanings. It's just based on perception. It's like affection, right?
That's cool too. I get that.
It's just based all on your perception because it is no solid definition or way to describe it. It's just all based on you.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Because us being men, a woman may say, "Oh, you cheated on me. You don't love me." And it's hard to say that. No, I do love you.
Yeah,
really, I do.
I do. Like,
if you could trade places with me, then you would see how I feel about you.
But that, that'll never be a statement that.
That's not gonna work. You can't use that. You can't use that. For everybody listening, we just kind of told you what you can't use.
Don't use that. Don't try to. Don't even.
Yeah, you can't use that. That ain't gonna work. Nah. That's a dead one. That's a dead one. That's not gonna work. But yeah, that's basically like all we were saying, man. It's just that. Oh, who that? Smoke. It caused friction because she probably thought she was the only one you were dating. As I said, be honest. No woman wants to be one of your options when she has cleared her calendar and chosen you. And you know what? That's true.
True statement.
That's true, but sometimes you don't know that until you get there. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. I agree with what you're saying. I agree. You get no pushback from me.
Yeah, you don't get no pushback from me on that one either.
Nah, I agree. Especially if you ain't say that. Especially if you ain't say, hey, I like you. You know what I'm saying? I want to lock in, but I just kind of got to be sure.
Hey,
that this is what I want. Because a woman will give you time to make up your mind and be sure. But when a woman say, make sure that you want me, she ain't saying go date other people. She's saying sit down.
With yourself.
Yeah. And you know, men misinterpret that. If y'all haven't known, I'm also on a journey too. And my journey is just figuring things out. Cause I have so many things and so many plans that I have essentially figured out in my life, that dating and relationships and being a husband and stuff like that, I have to admit that I don't have that figured out.
Who does?
But I mean, I think we supposed to, because I see some dude. I was at my cousin's wedding this weekend. It was just so inspiring. You know what I'm saying? To see these two young people in love, man. And it really touched me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, they got this figured out at such a young age. I'm praying that they knock this out the park, man. Because I'm twice their age.
They still ain't got it.
And I don't got it, man. I just have to come to that realization.
Look, I came to my realization on one, the series that we working on now. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Hey, we got something special for y'all coming up, man. We've been dropping a couple previews for it, man.
I want to let too many go, man. I swear. That's why I ain't been dropping them. I don't want to let them go. I don't want to give them too much information yet, Smoke. Right. But like on the real, like I don't think I got it. I still don't got it figured out. I said that in the series. I said that on a couple of my personal vlogs. Like I felt as a husband and all of that. Like I still ain't got it. But I understand why I didn't get it. I understand that why I didn't get it. And I hope y'all out there listen to like what I'm saying on what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what not to do. Hey, and one is stop hiding your damn feelings, man. Your emotions.
Somebody just text. I'm on. That might be Chris.
Your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta let that go. You gotta let that go about certain things and the ego. Like don't let that trick you out your position, man. So that's about all I can tell you. But listen. This whole thing that we've been talking about. When are you ready? I don't think there's a time. Like I don't think there's a time. I think when you know, and some people out here they just their expectations are higher or more important than a relationship right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna stand on this. Like, am I truly ready to be in a relationship? Like, no. You know what I'm saying? But just like Kelly said, if I am or if I'm going to, like,
some things you're gonna have to deal with.
Yeah, some things that you're gonna have to work through
within yourself.
Yeah, like you gotta work through some things, and that person should be able to understand like what I need to work through, like because like I want to communicate more for my next relationship. And it's like I try to like I want my heart on my sleeve. And it's like if I'm giving you my all, like match my energy. If I'm being a dickhead to you, be a dickhead to me. That's the way I feel because I'm more alert now on what I see and what I do that it's on point. Like I know when I'm being mean. I know when I'm not myself because it's not aligned with the way I want to be. So I don't know. Like I ain't got no time limit. It's just when you ready, you ready. That's about it.
I agree, and really, I think that's all we can say too, man. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in, stopping by. We know we was a little late, man.
Yeah.
We know we was a little late. Oh, I think that's Chris down there.
Oh, Chris. Hey, Chris, you want to get on? You want to say something, Chris? We're going to pull you on right quick. Here we go. Come on, Chris.
No, that's his camera.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on?
Now, what's the question? How long should you what?
How long should you wait?
Oh, you might hold on. You might be the one for this.
How long?
How long should you wait? Like
before you get in another relationship?
After coming out of a relationship. I'm talking about a real relationship.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Let me get. So the question is, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Good.
So the question is, how long should you wait after getting out of one relationship before you get back into another one, right?
Correct.
Right. I mean, you don't have to put a time frame on it, but if you could, in your opinion, describe the steps, because a lot of people, they have never been single as adults. Like they never just had.
You're right. They've never. Some people have never taken that downtime, but you also have to remember. I know for me, and not even just for me, and people general, sometimes we stay in things longer than we should have, longer than we want, longer than was necessary. The relationship could have been over 6 months ago. It could have mentally, it could have been over a year ago for you, right? But you're still in it. Why? Because there's some sort of benefit that you're getting, whether it be like, well, dang, I'm stuck on this lease. We got ABC, XYZ together. We just handling business. At the end of the day, you doing what you want to do, right? Whether if you be like, well, I'm finna go stay out, I'm finna go hang out with boys, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not about to tell you what I'm finna go do. But I mean, some women will be like, well, the relationship was, when they stopped giving butt to them, you like, well, shit, I ain't getting no butt. I ain't got no butt in a year. This relationship is over with. Am I wrong?
Nah, look, I agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree. But at the end of that, though, like my biggest thing is that for me, like when I said, okay, I was done, I said I was done. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I still had a couple hiccups every now and then because like when you with a person so long and you love a person, it's a little different. But now at this point, like I think a lot of people have not made it up in their mind to say, okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Some of them probably haven't.
And I think that's why people we put all of this other type of stuff on relationships and say, like sometimes, like you said, sometimes you check out long before you really do check out.
Right.
Right. So during that checkout, what was you doing throughout that checkout?
Shit, I was setting up the next victim.
Oh my God, Chris.
I mean, he ain't lied. That's what they said. Honesty.
I mean, let's be for real, bro. At the end of the day, I hate to say it, we're males, creatures of habit. Ain't nothing in this world. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a this or a that. What do you rather have? Okay. Would you rather have pussy or water?
I take the pussy.
Why?
Water ain't really that good for you.
Why?
That's a lot of propaganda.
Why? Hey. Hey, listen, I choose not to answer that question right now, man. Like, I don't want to answer it. Smoke answer it.
Well, I answer it, man. I'm taking the pussy.
Listen, but I get where you're going at though, Chris.
Shit, we drinking lemonade right
I
now.
mean, okay, so Tamika asked the whoever Tamika B asked the question, why date and drag someone else into that mess if you are not done? Because who knows? I mean, I don't know. Everybody has different motives, man. And when you genuinely love somebody, it makes you do things that you would not normally do.
Right.
Or it makes you stay places because you miss that old feeling or that old bond relationship that you and that person had. So it's like, that's what you want back. You and you fighting so hard to get that back. And it's just rough because you're forever going to be fighting the uphill battle.
I agree with that, and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say on some stuff, like, and on what you just asked. Like, I don't call you dragging somebody along, right? Like, you don't really drag people along. Like, I think people want to be there. People are willing to accept what pretty much what whoever the woman or the man are putting into that, right? Let's say you want to be there because you may see potential in a relationship, you may see the growth in a person, or that person might just be your person, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying?
You might just be going through a rough patch. And I mean, sometimes y'all gotta grow with the person. Some people everybody's different. Like some people, oh, why you dragging her and this? I'm learning how to deal with the societies of a relationship and the things that surround the relationship and how to navigate my emotions. But at the same, and some of it has a lot to do with, are you providing that safe space for him to talk to you? But not only just him, is he providing that safe space for her to come and talk to?
I agree. I think that's a major part. That's a major part because if both sides are willing to accept whatever they're going through and try to make it work, communication has to be there.
Absolutely.
Understanding has to be there, and also setting those boundaries got to be there. And the reason I say setting boundaries, like, it's certain things that you shouldn't even talk about. There's certain things you shouldn't even bring up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are planning on moving on with somebody and they got the same understanding, like I said, it's not dragging somebody along. Like, you want to be there because of whatever reason that you're holding on to. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
I mean, okay, so, but then again, even then, who's dragging who? Because
it don't even matter.
If anything, if I tell you that I'm done, okay, and I come over here to dip my third leg in the water every now and then, and you choose to allow me to dibble and dabble in your lake, that's your fault.
True. That's
because guess if you tell me no enough times, or you don't communicate with me enough times, I'll go somewhere else and dibble in they lake. But guess what? I mean, as a man, I'm still gonna try to, I still got to try. Let me see if I still got it. Let me see. I'm still gonna try.
Right.
Hey, listen. What Chris went? I don't know. He was talking. Chris gone. But hey, look, we allowed Chris to come on. He said his piece. He did make some valid points, and we're
made a good point.
he back.
Yeah, I lost that, man. I just moved into my little spot, so I'm neighborhood watch.
You the neighborhood watch. What you watching for?
Man, boy, if I told you Lamont, she might kill you.
That's stupid. Hey, boy, listen. I don't want to know. We don't want to know. None of that. We don't even want to see it. We don't even know about it. I promise
Hey
you.
man, we definitely appreciate you for popping on though, man.
Yo, hey, look, we're definitely at this hour mark, man. We appreciate everybody that came on. We appreciate everybody that was logged in. We appreciate everybody that
left a comment, left a
all
like.
that.
Y'all share it, man. Somebody might need to hear it, man. Mirror Conversations. We got something special for y'all.
Something big coming.
Shout out to Chris, man. He stepped out, man. Gave his opinion. I ain't gonna lie, I liked it.
Hey, man, it's going down. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm trying to have something June 21st.
Okay, that's my son's birthday.
So you sound like you're gonna be busy.
Nah, he in Miami for the summer.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let you know if it's that's the plan right now. So we're gonna see if I can make it stick. And it's definitely gonna be some good vibes, some good foods.
Hey, we definitely down for
some
it.
good drinks.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely down for it. But yeah, and we got something big coming out. And we really appreciate everybody for doing this, man. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Lamont and Gas as well.
Thank y'all, man.
Yeah.
And y'all remember, adulting, 1 star.